The hub. The hub.
And here we are. We're back. Welcome, welcome, welcome,
Where are we
everybody.
back to?
We're back
To the bullshit.
Jinx.
That was not planned, ladies and gentlemen.
It was not
planned at all. What's going on, ladies? How y'all doing?
I mean,
Happy Wednesday, hump day.
happy day after Council Day.
Day after Council
Again.
Day.
It's always an event.
It is always an event. Well, we are the committee. We're coming back to just kind of catch up on what's been going on in Compton. It just seems like we have been on a downhill slide since this last election.
Yeah, it gets worse week by week.
Yeah, it's
You would expect it to get better as time goes on, and it is not.
just
It
not
is
getting better.
Absolutely the worst time right now for Compton in a long time. Like, our leadership is
Embarrassing.
embarrassing.
Ex-
Their decisions that they've made since taking
abysmal.
office. Yeah, man. I don't have a word for it, but abysmal.
Yeah, that's all right.
Maybe that's
Abysmal.
it. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
we'll take that. We'll take that. That'll be the word for the day. Let's just start at the top, because I mean we could go all the way back to the top of the election and all that, but I think that we've covered that in our last episode.
Yeah.
Our last episode that we threw out. Pro Tem blowout.
The pro tem
my
blowout.
Fresh back from break
The mayor
and an
pro tem
arrest.
blowout.
Yeah, the mayor pro tem blowout. That was crazy. He didn't see that coming.
No.
He just did not see that coming.
Yeah, I don't know if he definitely didn't expect it. I don't think he expected it.
Oh no,
Clearly,
he
didn't
said it. He asked. He thought Michelle put it up. He said, "Who put it? Who had the nerve, the gall, to suggest that I should be removed?"
And yes, and we're talking about Isaac Galvan, okay? Because I mean, no one said his name. It's like his name is like one of the names of Satan. It's like we don't even want to. We're tired of saying this name. We don't want to say this name, but here we are. Yeah, he thought that. I guess he thought that Michelle put it on the agenda.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed shocked that it was Emma.
What's funny is that here it is Tuesday, and you just now finding out that you're on the agenda. How did you not know that Thursday? When the agendas come out?
They come
Thursday
out
or
on
Friday?
Thursday before. Yeah.
Right.
And most of the community knew by Saturday
That he was on the agenda.
Right, 'cause I got it in my
That he was on the
inbox.
How did you
agenda.
not know that you were on the agenda?
Yeah, until you got there.
Like, oh, this is me on item number.
Because he didn't read it. There's no way in hell that he read it.
That shows that shows how
Disconnected.
disconnected he is, and not even just him, because none of them seem to read the agenda prior to a council meeting, because everyone needs to do research and have these basic questions about the items, like they should have asked when they saw that the item was on the agenda.
And then
So-
you go into closed session for hours.
And
so
come out
it's
with
like,
nothing.
and come out and you still talking about you need more review. What do you got? I mean, oh yeah,
We don't know what they're doing
don't
in there.
know what they're doing.
I don't know. They're in there arguing and calling each other names, apparently, that they're not willing to, fess up to or not fess up to. I don't know what's going on. I do know that one thing about the mayor pro tem blowout that was weird to me is that, yes, Emma put him on there and she wanted to have him removed, but
His
the week
response.
prior, didn't they just approve him to go on a city-funded trip to the last place where he got into a drunken
I'm
fight?
glad you mentioned that, because I kind of forgot about that. There's so much stuff happens, you kind of forget about. some of
Yeah,
the
it's
stuff.
like, what did he do this
We
week?
got to
Like,
take
you
it
guys-
step by step
Literally approved this man to go
to the same
to the
place.
same place he got into a drunken rage and fight with other elected officials,
And he got knocked out.
and he lost.
Yeah, he
And
lost.
he lost. He started the fight
And didn't finish it.
and didn't finish it.
No.
And he got knocked out. But you guys, and this is the thing it's very insulting about Jonathan Bowers and Lily Darden, how it's insulting that they sit on this dais and they refuse to represent the community. And this is what I need the community to understand. The council person's job is to sit on that dais and represent what you want, what your needs are. More than 20 people sent in emails
Yeah.
saying, and informing the council of all the charges, of the evidence, of everything, yet when those emails were sent in and they were all CC'd, they ignored them.
Absolutely. Yes. And my thing is that I was one of those people, and I was like, they're going to read somebody's letter. And they read no one's letter. They didn't even address
No.
it.
Yeah, They didn't address the letter, but then they did bring this item to the table the following week, which is to
It was
have
weird
them
to me.
removed.
It was
So
weird.
it is a little contradiction there, a little uncertainty as to what you want to do with your leadership.
It's
You
almost
either
like
let
they were
'em go-
trying to give him the least punishment possible. Like, we'll
Like,
send
we
you on
have
this
to do
trip,
something.
but we'll just remove you from mayor pro tem. And he said himself, well, this is just a title. Like, I don't get to do anything. I don't get to,
It's
you're literally fighting
ceremonial.
it's ceremonial. You're literally fighting to keep it.
Even more reason to sit down and wait till your trial is taken care of and finished, and then reclaim your seat if you feel
Exactly.
that,
I'm glad you brought up his trial. What's up with the court with his court dates? I mean, we know that he was arrested for ballot fraud and electioneering. Where is he at with that? I know he had a court date.
It was bribery and
It was bribery.
bribery and voter fraud.
Mm.
We went to court. Well, he went to court. We were there.
Mayor present.
We're present there, and he said he didn't have a lawyer. He asked for more time from the judge. The judge granted him another 30 days, so he goes back on October 20th. As a result, the other defendants, the other 5 people that were charged and arrested, all decided to continue their trial on October 20th, with the exception of one person, which was
Toni
Ms.
Morris.
Toni Morris, and she did a plea deal where she said, "Hey, basically, I registered and voted illegally in this election, and I'm just willing to work with you guys, least possible punishment. It's just a plea deal." Well, she was could have been serving up to 3 years in the county jail, which all of them
Are facing.
But she decided, to jump out of that line
So,
and do a plea deal.
so with Kim, she's already admitted that she
She
voted illegally, and we
Now
saw
you
her
have-
ballot there. Miss Morris voted illegally,
Mm-hmm.
and we saw her ballot there. I mean, just for anyone that's keeping
Track
track
record,
and keeping tally, that's 2 votes taken away from Isaac Galvan, which means he didn't win. Not that we didn't already know that, but
But that-
officially on the tally, these need to be removed, and that's what we're definitely going to be fighting
So
for.
that is so frustrating because as you guys all know, we won the election.
Right. Fair and square.
Fair and square. It's clear now that we have 2 ballots that are sitting there on his end that should not be counted, and every Tuesday he's making a decision as it relates to this community and this
And
district.
and the decisions that
Are
have
they
been
making?
made.
But are they making decisions? Because last night's meeting, they couldn't
But
even
it ended
vote.
early.
Right.
It was towards the end of it, but still they're not getting anything done.
Nothing's getting
No
done.
business is getting done. They
Nothing's
fired
getting
the city manager. They appointed Miss Lily Darden.
Yeah, who is
So
Lily Darden?
wait, real quick. Let's go back to them putting him in office as of July, whatever it was, June
Right.
3rd, whatever.
June 30th. Yeah.
Let's look at the decisions that he's made as a council person, not being able to really technically vote because he lost the election. So you do have the firing of the city manager, which now we aren't getting city business done because we have a temporary city manager that is not even qualified to be a city manager. If you watch any of the meetings, when it's time for the city manager to present a report, it's never going to be him because he doesn't know what he's doing. So that's who they fired, Craig Cornwell. And whether you thought he was the best city manager or not, he was getting work done. To fire him, bring in this other guy that doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Then you have Ms. Darden that was appointed with his vote.
With his vote. Ms. Darden, who ran in 2011, and the city did not vote for her, and it's very clear as to why.
Right, but she's back. And they skipped every single appointment process that they said they were going to do.
And that's just the integrity there. You announce to the public that you're going to everyone submit applications. We're going to interview the
forum.
community is saying yes. We're going to have a public forum so that we can get in on the process. And they say yeah. Okay, go ahead. Everybody puts in their applications. They don't call a single person. They just get on the council meeting and vote in Ms. Darden. Why would you do that? Why would you intentionally ignore all the applicants and not even interview them? Is it because you know you wanted to pick the person that was going to do your bidding? Because that's really what it sounds like. It sounds like you're self-serving because the community, especially District 4, expressed their need and their want to participate in a forum, and you didn't allow that to happen. And I think you're showing us exactly how you're going to lead. And going back to the Mayor Pro Tem blowout, remember what Galvan was saying in his rant. Emma, I worked for you. I was out there campaigning. But the crazy thing about that, and y'all can speak on it, what campaigning did he do?
That was funny because he did. He made a big mention like, I campaigned for you as hard as I worked in this campaign. And you guys know we worked hard from January until June.
June, yeah.
We walked regularly. We were in every district. We're at Block Club meetings.
Never saw him.
We've never seen him anywhere.
So what kind of work was he doing?
So what kind of work was he doing for Emma?
Right.
Because we see the kind of campaigning that you weren't on the campaign trail. You didn't put out any platforms, any mail pieces about anything that you did or have done or plan to do.
Well, so I would be the one to say it. It was probably gathering illegal ballots for her as well. And I'm going to tell you, tell you why I think this.
Okay.
Because when the whistleblower came forward, she came into my inbox, and I still have her original statement where there was some confusion where she said that they were supposed to be putting in ballots for Christian, but Jace had her putting in ballots for Emma. And so, you know, all of this stuff is getting swept under the rug for them.
It is.
And it's obvious because she doesn't want to have her vote recount called back into place, and I'll just be the one to say it. So, allegedly. Am I saying that she knew he was doing that? I'm not. Did the tone that he was taking with her when he almost got stripped of that pro tem, did it sound like he might have been doing her bidding? He sounded a little scorned to me.
And we all know when people get scorned what they come out doing.
Like a whistleblower. Yeah, you don't want to cross the wrong people because some people are ruthless when crossed. So, and you know what? I'm glad you gave us a little bit of information on Lily Darden because I'm wondering who is Lily Darden. Just like I'm wondering who is Jonathan Bowers. I mean, we know he was a firefighter for Compton and he retired with Los Angeles Department. But who is he really? I mean, I just know him as somebody who gets caught drinking on camera and then says that it was a a water with lemon. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like,
In a
sir,
martini glass.
I know a margarita when I see one, bro. So
Sure am.
beyond that, the way he's voting is not painting a great picture of him either.
No, not at all. He is not. District 3. I need you guys to get
Y'all
it
took a real L.
together because when
He's a
I tell you
lunatic.
guys, he fooled the hell out of everybody. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't tapped into District 3's race like that.
Right.
I figured Tomas had it. Jen was a great front runner. Didn't know anything about Jonathan Bowers, but somehow he came in, swooped in, and I really wish our antennas were up with this one because he's deadly. You know what I mean? The fact that he's like you said, drinking at the council meeting.
That was like the first month.
That was-
Yeah, that was,
No,
like,
that
it's
was
like,
the
bro,
first
you
meeting.
just
Was
got
that the
here.
first meeting?
No, it was,
Second.
and it was a special meeting. It was a special meeting
Okay.
too. But still, it was a meeting. You know what I mean? And this is what you're doing. I don't know. I don't feel like he knew his camera was on. It was kind of like if you didn't know your camera was on was a person.
But that doesn't mean that you don't make decisions drunk, whether your camera's on or not. You know, that gave us a glimpse of what was going on behind the camera. But that doesn't mean that when he's making these votes on every agenda item, that doesn't mean he's not drunk.
Honestly,
know
that
We don't.
explanation would sit well with me. Based off the decisions
Based on how
that
he
he's
votes.
mad. If he just comes out and says, look, y'all, I was drunk and I messed up. Let's get you some help. We can fix this. Let's go forward.
No, let's get you out of here.
Let's
Let's get you out of here, period. I'm going to be the one to say it. You're
Yeah.
doing a disservice to the people of Compton, and you've
Absolutely.
only been here for a short time. Lily Darden, okay, so even with the vote for the pro tem, we're going to go through Galvan's timeline of affairs and events in just a second. And just keep that in mind as we say, this is a man, Jonathan Bowers, who voted to make sure that Isaac Galvan keeps that mayor pro tem title, and Lily Darden just abstained, which was weak. That was weak sauce, Lily. Like,
That was no. That
Like,
that
hold
was
your nuts. That was
exactly because you could have at least said it with your chest because the district reached out to you through several channels and was very clear that we did not want Isaac Galvan as mayor pro tem, and you got up there and did not represent your
None of it.
district whatsoever. So
And that was
you
that-
won't be in that seat much longer. So
Your days are numbered.
What'd you say again?
You will not.
Your days in that
your
seat
days
are
are numbered. Your days are numbered because you're not representing the city, and really, honestly, it's a shame on that entire council for appointing this woman without a process. If you had have interviewed everyone and came to that decision, that'd be one thing. But now you have someone who is not moving the city forward, and this is not what we wanted. We wanted advancement. We want change, and this entire
We're getting the exact
council
opposite.
is giving the
They're
exact
pushing
opposite.
us all the way back into the 80s. And now, speaking of that, let's go over Isaac Galvan's timeline, because we need to kind of paint a real solid picture for the residents once again. And this is not gossip. Everything that can be laid out, there's no allegedly. These are things that are facts that you can research if you want to pull arrest reports and whatnot. So he's been in that seat for going on 8 years now?
Going on 9, actually.
Oh, wow. Going on 9 years. I have a 9-year-old. So he's going on 9 years, Kyle's whole life. And we're going to start with, what was the first offense?
Wasn't it? It was DUI,
Okay.
drunken fight, DUI,
Were there 2 DUIs?
rape. It's two
DUIs.
DUIs.
Okay, so it was DUI, fight, DUI
Raid.
in November 2020.
Then Jace's raid.
That he was attached to in June.
The arrest.
And then the arrest was what, August?
Right.
So you've been here for
Then
9.
you also got to throw in the fact that calling the council
Monkeys.
councilmen monkeys.
Where did that fall on the timeline?
That was after the first DUI.
Okay, so it was DUI, monkey business, drunken fight, DUI, raid of November 2020, Jace's raid, and then an arrest in August. So that's 7 offenses in 9 years. And this is who you have.
But can we name 7 things he's done in Compton?
He changed that park, that
if
gym.
if you name everything that that we already mentioned, then yes, you can name 7.
I mean, 7 positive things.
Oh,
Is
okay.
there anything positive that he's
He
done in
renamed
Compton?
that gym after DJ Quick, and that
That's
pissed
not
people
what
off.
we wanted. Fail.
And then he renamed that boxing gym after Oscar De La Hoya
And
without
we
permission.
didn't want that all
So
either.
let's be clear. That shows again how disconnected you are from the community, because you don't name DJ Quick. You don't name the park gym at Wilson Park.
Crips.
Wilson Park,
Crips.
where the Crips reside. You don't name that gym after DJ Quick.
And listen,
You
that's
don't
not to
go
say they don't
to-
listen to his music.
No, not at all.
It's not, but that's
it's Compton. We
disrespectful.
love Quick.
You would,
We love you, Quick.
But you'll put him in his right.
In his area.
Put him in his area, which is more towards the west side.
And same thing with DeMar DeRozan. They did rename the gym in Ludus Park after DeMar DeRozan, which is complete opposite of Quick and Wilson Park.
Right.
It's DeMar DeRozan and Ludus Park. It's like complete opposites.
Right.
So again, it's a disconnect from the community. You don't even know who these people are. Where
Does
they
he live
reside.
here?
DeMar DeRozan grew up in Compton.
No, I'm talking about Galvan, because I know that when
Oh, yeah.
it happened with the raids, one of the questions that was out there was, which house?
Which-
The house in Pasadena, the house, it was another city that was named,
LA, I think.
it's somewhere in LA, I don't know. There's just, what I do know is 7 offenses, 6 of them being misdemeanors and felonies in 9 years.
And the fact that
As a councilman.
as a councilman, as a seated councilman.
Because
Because let's get it straight. I don't care what you do outside of this, but you're a seated council person representing the city of Compton, and you've got the nerve to have this reputation and be stealing to get back in here and do more fuck shit.
and then you have the arrogance to be so nasty about being removed from Mayor Pro Tem. Well, they're trying to tell you, why don't you get your court case figured out, bro? And then again, why don't you have a lawyer? You're trying to drag this out.
definitely,
It's
just like
not
his
gonna work.
DUI cases.
Robles, what's his name? Albert Robles from the city of Carson, former mayor of Carson, has always been his lawyer up until this point. He was at the recount with them when we were doing the recount with Galvan. Albert Robles showed up, which is his lawyer, and then his big homie Omar Bradley showed up at the same time.
Oh,
Violating his probation.
Violating his probation. He's not
Wow.
supposed to be around anything that has anything to do with politics, especially votes.
Right, and balance. You don't get to
Balance.
be here.
You shouldn't even be here.
That
but
might have been why he stayed for 5 minutes, said his little, threatening
this was too
response,
much
and
for me.
then got out.
He knew.
Wow.
So in any event, it was funny that you have lawyers for that, and the same lawyer that you've been having, but then when it's time to go to trial, suddenly you don't have a lawyer.
And you need
Yeah.
time because of COVID.
He used COVID as a goddamn excuse.
COVID, it makes
COVID
it so
as a-
difficult. I'm
and-
so sorry.
And the judge is like, well, we got lawyers basically coming out of our ears over here. You need a lawyer? We got public defenders all over the place. We can get you a lawyer right now. Like, that's what the judge is saying. He's like, oh,
I know.
I'll have one in a couple days. So he's gonna take the time to get him a lawyer. I think either he has Robles as his lawyer and he's just using it to buy time, or Robles knows that he's
Gonna lose
guilty,
this case. Yeah.
and Robles knows he wants to run for office and doesn't want to have Galvan's name attached to him when he runs.
That would be smart.
That would be smart, Robles. Get out.
Yeah, let me put that in the universe. Robles, if you want to be smart about it, we'll come back and revisit you too, bro. Don't think Carson's far enough. Carson's not.
Oh, it's not far at all. It's right around the corner.
And we have a Carson native right here.
So we can come over there too, bro.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, which brings us to yesterday. Where are we at? I mean, from what I understand, at one point Bowers left the meeting.
It was so. Damn, this is just so embarrassing. Just hearing your council people and your elected officials argue on a Zoom call that's public. This is everybody can see this. This is documented.
Control over your council. Nothing's
They
getting
don't
done.
they don't respect
They
you.
don't respect you. You hopped out of a District 4 seat to hop into the seat for a title, and you're getting nothing done. And you need to take some stock and inventory of exactly what you're going to do.
Like, as a city, we really, really look bad. We're not getting anything done. And so when we have these meetings and you see your Galvan and your Emma fighting, and then you got your Bowers with the input, and then all this arguing going on, and you look up and you realize that this is city time, city resources, city money, city planning. These are things that are just not getting done. And this is week after week after week. They're
After week.
arguing every week, and that takes up so much time, so much energy. You can't want to work with these people after you do all this arguing. You can't want to sit here and work with people and through details and all that. It just seems like we're the only ones losing.
Yeah.
The community loses.
And we need to throw the whole council away.
Genuinely, we need to throw the whole council away because you have to understand, everything flows from the head. So the city departments, everything that's going on in the city, they're taking orders from these individuals who can't even communicate with each other. So all the problems that we've had in City Hall, nothing, as everyone has stated, nothing is getting done.
Nothing's getting done.
As a resident, as a taxpayer, like I wish I could look at this and find humor in it, but I'm insulted. I'm offended. The fact that a person can steal an election and then we have all this evidence and they're sitting up there firing city managers, appointing new people, making decisions, going around the city, and still, like, we are losing. And really, residents, at this point, it's on us because we're allowing this to happen. We have the numbers.
You made a really good point. I mean, didn't they let Craig go because it was a bunch of infighting and, he wasn't helping everybody, and there was all these rumors about why they let him go, but he wasn't in court for nothing. He hadn't been arrested, and he got removed. But we have somebody here who's had a whole timeline of criminal activity while he's been in that seat, and he's still there. And why aren't the chambers open again? Why are you guys still on Zoom? Several other cities and school districts have resumed in-person meetings, and you guys are on Zoom in closed sessions for 3 hours. You don't want, people are not able to make comments. It's almost like, Emma, get it together. You guys should be back in chambers by now with masks required. I mean, with a certain capacity. Come on.
It's ways to host meetings for the public right now. Like, people are doing it all over the place. Like,
Yeah, they just don't want to do it.
Right, absolutely.
They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. And so that brings us to our last segment, which is, what y'all think is next?
I know. Niggas is going to jail.
Right. Straight to jail.
Now, somebody's got to go to jail.
Straight to jail. Like you said, straight to jail.
Somebody's got
Straight
to
to
go to jail, or at least, you know what? I'm not an advocate for sending people to jail.
I am
I
at
am.
this point. At this
Yeah.
point,
At this point, I
usually
get it.
I'm
I'm an
usually
advocate for that
I'm
man
not.
going to jail.
But I was out there pounding pavements, knocking on doors,
Running
banging
into
on
Charles
fences,
Davis.
running into people, and out there because I'm genuinely working. And this is the thing: I had to look people in the face and tell them, "Your vote matters. We need you." And then
Galvan just got to be like 2 tacos for 1 ballot. So it's like, just so easily bought.
So easily bought. So at this point, what's the price?
I literally, do you remember talking to a constituent for about 30 minutes out here in District 2, and we gave her every reason to vote for us, and then she says at the end of it, but Galvan buys us turkeys.
Every year.
Every year, yeah, that's what she said. Galvan buys us turkeys every year, though. And that was the only thing good she had to say about him. And that was the only reason why she was voting for him. And
it's like, ma'am, I'll bring you a turkey.
Right.
But you can't say that, though, because that's bribery.
No, what I said to her was when she said, yeah, but he brings my turkey every year, I said, but what about the rest of the city?
But
where are these people? Where are the concerned citizens?
Now, honestly, because
where are the concerned? Where's your concern now?
especially because they were so concerned about these alleged charges that you had.
Oh my
but
God.
now we've got text
Real
messages.
charges.
We've got the DA. We got the prosecutor. We got the LA County Registrar making comments about how egregious these actions have been and how they're stepping in.
And it's quiet.
And it's quiet. But the thing is, y'all understand, he's literally challenging your democracy. He's taking away your voice. He's literally saying, I don't give a fuck who you want. I'm going to come in here and fuck the city anyway. And y'all going to say, okay.
Right. He doesn't respect them at all.
He called you all monkeys.
He called you all monkeys. Every last one of you. Every last one. So, beyond that monkey business, we wish you well, Galvan. We wish you well when we wish you jail.
Yes, we wish you
Beyond
jail.
that.
And honestly, wouldn't have if he had just backed out of it. Let us win
He's
the
so
race.
arrogant. He's
but
gonna
you're
have
so
to get sat down,
arrogant.
bro. You don't want God to sit you down.
And wait, in his response to all of this, the protests, the concerned citizens, everyone is, we ain't going nowhere. Bad boys for life.
Yeah, because he didn't even show up to that Black Lives Matter protest when I think about it. But anyway,
No,
that was a while ago. But anyway, there was no solidarity there. I don't know. If I was in Districts 3 and 4, what would be next for me is lining up a recall as soon as their 90 days are up.
Anybody who needs
as soon as
help.
their 90 days are up.
wait, are you about to offer help?
Oh
for
yes,
recalls?
attention, District 3.
We just need to do a recall clinic.
We need to recall Jonathan Bowers. He's not. We can't have this. He's clearly aligned with Isaac Galvan, and that's not an assumption. We'll give you highlights to let you, of Jonathan Bowers to let you see how they are aligned in his voting. And he's not representing the district. He's not representing us, so he needs to go. 90 days. If y'all need help knocking on doors, LeGrand, if you would like to come out and help recall your boy, I will walk with you to do that.
We're calling out names.
Man, all that walking you did prior.
All that walking.
We're gonna retract all that.
We gotta retract all them steps, my boy.
We gotta retract it back.
Every step.
We gotta retract it back. And I mean, you should be there. You should be there, LeGrand. You should, because
and I will help.
Was a mistake.
I will help. In 4th District, Lily Darden, yes, you will not be you weren't elected, and you will not be elected.
And let's be clear that this is not just talk. Like
this
is
not.
This is coming from people that actually help get people in office, help put people out of office,
and help put niggas in jail,
and help expose a lot of people.
Yeah,
these are threats. These are not like people that be talking that stuff on Facebook.
No.
Don't play with us.
It's different.
If you haven't learned by now,
don't play with us.
We're different.
We're different. And with that being said, I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna have to take it 1 week at a time. I don't have any faith in this council.
None.
Me personally, I'm ready to tune out and just start to get the work in the next phase done, which is recalls, court dates, jail time.
That's where I'm at with it. I don't need because
we have
watching
to show
this,
them.
Yeah,
they've already shown us who they are,
They've
and like
shown
Maya
us.
Angelou said, community, we have to believe them.
And be clear, I'm not recalling Galvan. We getting him out.
Oh no. Galvan. Listen, y'all. Galvan's going to jail.
Galvan.
Understand?
but Bowers.
On record, and we're gonna play that for you. Toni Morris has already taken a plea deal stating unequivocally that she registered illegally and voted illegally.
At the prompting of who?
Kim Chop said.
Same thing Kim said. And then, if we're putting puzzle pieces together, we have text messages between Jace and
Galvan.
Jace and Galvan.
I need
where
those ballots,
they're
bro.
Picking up and grabbing ballots. So
You can't say they weren't working together.
you can't say they weren't working
The
together.
DA's office says they're working together.
You've got two people who have admitted it. So at this point, anyone that is trying to say, oh, innocent until proven guilty, that's fine. That's you stay out of jail until you've been proven guilty.
That's what it is.
Why didn't tell me innocent proven guilty on
All your allegations.
Yeah.
They didn't say
Nobody
innocent
produced
until
us
proven
an
guilty.
ounce of paperwork.
Not one.
Not a
one.
scrap of
They were telling me
paperwork.
I got my record expunged.
All of that.
All of that. No drug cases. They ain't got
Gun cases.
Gun cases.
You was out here moving like BMF, Dre. Dang. but not a shred of
no
ounce of
shred
proof.
evidence, but then I was guilty and now.
But he's been
Galvan-
arrested, but he's innocent till proven guilty. You guys are hypocritical. You're sad, and you're the reason why this city is falling behind.
Absolutely. But
You're
that's
the
okay.
reason. And it's sad for people to be sitting around and waiting for you to go to actually get something done, but, then we have to call on our younger generation too and say we got to step up and vote. But people feel so helpless and hopeless because of what goes on here.
But that's why Galvan has to go to jail because once that happens, it's
Yeah.
But
we
how
are
many
going
people
to
from
really
here have
have-
gone to jail? Like,
Oh, a lot of
y'all
people.
don't think fat meat is greasy here. More people have been arrested in Compton for
real.
politics than the 5 cities surrounding Compton.
Combined.
Hello. This is crazy. And the elders just watch the circus go round and round. And I know y'all get so mad when I call y'all out, but you guys are the main ones who have been in Galvan's corner. You guys are the main ones. You guys are so quiet right now. Everybody's so quiet. The concerned citizens are so quiet. Y'all not
Yeah.
concerned no more. Where is everybody?
Yeah.
Where's the concern? They're still talking about Asia on
They
Facebook.
still talking about Asia.
They're still talking about Asia on
She
Facebook.
literally just had her second baby. She is not like.
She
Gone
literally
on.
she's done. It's over. It's over. And so here we are. So at this point, we're gonna be back. We're gonna be doing more episodes. We're gonna be on Spotify soon. We're gonna be on Apple Tidal. You're gonna be able to listen on all your favorite streaming services, guys. So stay tuned. We got some big things working out. And also, we have a new show on the Hub Radio, right?
Yeah. Glad you mentioned it. Culture Shock. Culture Shock, man. Yeah, man. I am doing my own show. We are revamping a whole new show. It's more like a webcast, so it's all visual. So we have so many different segments. I'm excited about my segments. I have a segment called I Got 5 on it. I have a segment called Ask a Queer, which helps bridge the gap between heterosexuals and homosexual, the LGBTQ
QIA+.
Yep, thank you. We have a Hub Grub segment. We have live music segment. So there's a few different things going on, man. I'm excited.
He's
about
a
it.
regular
I've been working
Arsenio
on it.
Hall. Y'all better tune in for Culture Shock.
Hey,
Come on,
next
Dre.
Wednesday is when we're going to air it. It's going to be the first one.
Are you going to have a little studio audience?
Actually, we should have a studio
Yeah, I volunteered to be in your audience.
Yeah, we're going to air the first one next Wednesday. It's going to air 8 o'clock on the hubradio.net on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff all at the same time. So look forward to that. And yeah, that's what's coming up. Culture Shock.
Absolutely. Well, we're staying tuned for that. And then our girl Aly X has some stuff coming up too. What you got going on? You're going to Nigeria,
I'm
aren't
going
you?
to Nigeria in
Yes.
October.
Ah,
I will be back just in time for Galvan's next court case.
Right. So she'll be back and reporting live on the scene for that as well. So, I mean, just stay tuned to Hub Radio. It ain't over. We got more stuff coming out. We got more heat coming up.
Oh, and also with that being in time for Galvan's court case, everybody can come to Galvan's court case.
Oh, yeah, we'll keep you all
open to the
posted.
public.
A party at the courtroom, October 20th, 8:30 a.m. Los Angeles. We're gonna put a whole flyer together. Everybody's more than welcome. We're gonna get together in the hallways. We're gonna chant. We're gonna celebrate. We're gonna watch this fool look like.
Is that his trial date?
That's a trial date.
Oh,
we're going as a group.
I'm not missing that.
Bringing everybody, man.
I'm not missing that. And we're
Yeah.
black.
We're
all
black.
black.
We're all black, okay? Because it's gonna be a goodbye. It's gonna be a funeral. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. And until next time, this has been the committee. Peace.